No one announces that your status just dropped. There is no public vote, no formal declaration, no visible reshuffling of the hierarchy. But you feel it anyway. The room becomes slightly colder. People become slightly more careful. And your influence in the interaction quietly weakens. And very often, the trigger is not incompetence. It is not a bad idea. It is emotional reactivity, a response that arrives too fast, too sharp, too charged for the level of friction on the table. Status rarely collapses because you were wrong. It lowers when you look unstable under pressure. Instability does not require chaos. It only requires one repeatable pattern. Other people can predict how to move your emotions. Emotional reactivity is not having emotions. Everyone has emotions. Reactivity is the speed and intensity with which your internal state becomes externally visible and how quickly it becomes about the other person. In social dynamics, status is strongly linked to regulation, not because calm people are morally superior, but because regulation creates safety and predictability. When your emotional state stays steady, others can focus on the subject, the decision, the relationship. When it shifts sharply, others start managing you instead. That management is the hidden downgrade. People begin choosing words carefully, delaying feedback, or routing around you. They may still be polite, but they stop treating you as structurally stable. Most status drops happen through small signals that cluster. First, the fast defensive correction. Someone challenges a detail and you jump in immediately to protect your image. The speed communicates that being questioned is a threat. Second, tone escalation. The content stays rational, but your tone tightens, your cadence accelerates, or your voice becomes sharper. People read that as emotional volatility, even if your argument is correct. Third, over-clarification. You add extra justification that was not requested, not to add value, but to regain control of how you are perceived. That tells the room your position is negotiable. Fourth, visible irritation signals, a sigh, a forced laugh, an eye movement, a posture shift that says, "I'm annoyed." Those micro leaks are social information. They teach people where to push. Fifth, immediate retaliation. Not dramatic rage, just a quick jab, sarcasm, or a cold comment meant to restore balance. The intent is self-protection, but the effect is instability. Here is the structural reason reactivity lowers status. It creates leverage for other people. If someone knows exactly what triggers you, they do not need authority to steer the interaction. They only need to apply pressure at the right point. A delayed reply, a skeptical look, a dismissive phrase. If your state changes immediately, the frame changes with it. The calm person retains advantage because their internal rhythm does not move on command. They slow the exchange, let the moment land, and choose when to engage. Reactivity is not just an emotion, it is a transfer of control. Most people try to repair leakage with language. "I didn't mean it like that. You're misunderstanding me. That's not what I'm saying." These phrases can be reasonable, but when delivered with visible heat, they signal something deeper. Your internal state is unsettled, and you need the other person to stabilize it. People trust regulation more than explanation. Your body communicates first. Speed of response, breath, posture, eye contact, volume, facial tension. If those channels say threat, your words become secondary. This is why two people can say the same sentence and receive different respect. The difference is not vocabulary, it is whether their nervous system appears in control. The trap is thinking intensity equals strength. Many people believe reacting fast proves confidence. They think quick rebuttals show dominance, and emotional force shows conviction. But intensity without control is not authority. It is exposure. When you react quickly, you reveal where your pressure points are. Once those points are visible, they can be pressed repeatedly. Your opponent does not need better arguments. They only need to trigger you and let you disqualify yourself. A simple rule: never respond at the emotional speed of the other person. If someone comes in hot, your job is to slow the temperature, not match it. And if you are understood, stop explaining. Continuing past understanding is an attempt to buy safety through approval. At work, a colleague questions your plan in a meeting. You cut them off with a fast defense and a sharper tone than necessary. People stop evaluating the idea and start evaluating your stability. Later, feedback gets routed through someone else because you are hard to approach. In dating, a partner makes a small comment that hits your insecurity. You react with sarcasm, then justify it, then demand reassurance. The content may be understandable, but the pattern teaches them that your emotional state is easy to disrupt, and the relationship quietly tilts. In friendship, plans change, and you show irritation immediately, not a boundary, not a calm standard, an emotional spike. Over time, friends share less information with you because they expect a reaction. You are not excluded openly, you are avoided subtly. In all three contexts, the status drop is not punishment, it is adaptation. People adapt to volatility by reducing exposure. Regulation is not a single moment. It is a pattern you repeat until the environment recalibrates. If you consistently slow your responses, people stop using urgency as a tool. If you consistently hold a neutral tone under friction, people stop testing for reactions. If you consistently set standards without heat, people learn your boundaries are structural, not emotional. A boundary is not an intense speech. It is consistent behavior. That doesn't work for me. Let's revisit this tomorrow. I'm not available for that. Short, clear, neutral, and then you hold the line. If you recognize emotional reactivity in yourself, do not start by trying to win the argument. Start by resetting structure. Step 1, add a delay. 3 seconds before speaking is not hesitation, it is control. Let the first impulse pass, then choose your response. Step 2, regulate the body first. Drop the shoulders, slow the breath, reduce volume slightly. Your physiology is your frame. Step 3, respond to content, not to threat. Ask one clarifying question, make one clean statement, then stop. Do not chase agreement, and do not negotiate your dignity through explanation. Step 4, audit your triggers. Notice the situations where your speed changes. Criticism, disrespect cues, being ignored, losing control of the timeline. Those are your leverage points. The goal is not to remove emotion, it is to remove predictability. Status is not dominance, it is calm structure under pressure, repeated over time. When you become predictable in the right direction, people stop trying to move you. See the pattern, choose the response.